Hello, everybody. How y'all doing tonight, man? Welcome to the show, the big show. Yeah, let's switch back here. We'll keep it here for a few seconds. Jeff Adams, how you doing, sir? JCB, how's it going, guys? Man, I tell you what, it's busy day today. Wild Bill, how you doing? Went to the hardware store this morning and picked up the bolts and screws that I need to mount the motor to the plane. Going to try to get that done tomorrow. Going to paint the cowl tomorrow. Might even go fly tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to get started on the plane, man. Good, you had a good day, Wild Bill, man. Keeping those tortoises, man. We had a tortoise out at the flying field. It was out there. Hey, Victor. It was out there near where our windsock is in my wind vane, and it stopped moving when we stopped and pulled out. Hey, Kyler, I let Tuco out running around, man. At first, he didn't even notice it. You know, he was out run. He does a loop that he normally runs. You know. Kenny, how you doing, man? Your stuff should be your trophy should be there soon. I don't know if you get it. You should get it today or tomorrow, I think. But anyway, though, man, he was running around. All of a sudden, he saw that turtle, man. He went buzzing over there. I should have filmed, but I was busy getting stuff ready to start flying, and I was watching him. And of course, the turtle goes all shell, you know, and he's sniffing it, walking around. Didn't really bark around it too much. Now he's not. Yeah, if you call drowning by licks an attack dog, Kyler, and going deaf from barks, yeah, he's a sonic attack dog. Then he barked a couple times at it, and he reached out gently with his paw and tapped it on the shell a few times. Hey, Randy, how you doing, buddy? Kenny, Dave. So then I called him up, you know, and I tied him up. I clipped him to the umbrella. And Wild Bill watching Wally. Yeah, Kenny, man, yeah, your wee Willie, man, it does willies, that's for sure. Anyway, though, and then, man, that turtle just once I got Tuco hooked up, man, the turtle just come out of his shell, man. He went full turtle speed. You know, went up by the road and walked down the road, and Tuco was barking at it the whole time and watching. And at the end, I let him run, and he took off. He took off, man. Went right over to where the turtle was and just kind of followed his scent trail down the road and stuff. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Anyway, that was pretty cool, man. But he's watching for that turtle. So I know next time we go, man, he's gonna make me wanna. He's going to be looking for the turtle. The turkeys, you know, birds kind of come and go. He's kind of used to that. But, man, that was funny. Hey, Richard, how you doing, man? Late for you, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I'm glad Tuco... He doesn't really try to hurt anything. He tries to. Now, I don't know if he would, you know, if he ever caught a rabbit. You know, I don't think he'd try to bite it. I think he would just go down there and sniff it. And my zapper's working again, man. It came to life. I thought I killed it by leaving it. I set it down and I turned it on. I didn't notice it, and the battery ran all the way down. But it's up and working. It's already killed 2 bugs since I've been out here in the garage tonight. Or in the hangar. It's not a garage. It's a hangar. Let's go back to the widescreen. But yeah, and flew the other day. It went well. Except for whatever reason, my camera died on flying the Timber X. Had a good Timber X flight, you know, doing stall with it and stuff, but oh well, it was a good flight. You know, the one on the video wasn't on the video. I was a little disappointed, but man, flew the Havoc, man. I had the best hand release I had in that in a long time. Oh no! Oh, the cats are eating the birds. Yeah, we had a friend. She showed Dalmatians. She had 2 Dalmatians, and man, them dogs would ambush flying birds in the backyard and catch them as they flew by. It was pretty awesome. I got to see them get 1 bird. But my God, them dogs, I don't know how many feet off the ground they could jump. It was pretty cool. See where David yourself is starting a kit build, but man, that's pretty overwhelming, man, when you open that box and you see all those parts and all those pieces for the first time. If you've never built a kit before, you know, and I was feeling pretty proud about my kit, you know, so I was looking around for some flying videos on the EP20, and I found some, you know, there was like a 8-year-old kid out there that built one, and they did some videos on it. I was laughing. I was like, yeah, big accomplishment here, you know. And there's a little kid building it, but you know, it's turned out well and stuff, so it's good. But yeah, I've done. See if I can pick this up without breaking it. Like Dave said, man, you got to kind of handle these things. You got to kind of handle them like a live bird. But I put the ailerons on. I got the ailerons on the wing. I think they look pretty cool. You know, I used all yellow on my ailerons. You know, the gaps, I don't know. I'm never happy when I gap something in. But you know, and they work, they flex, and I hate using CA hinges because they get all stiff, everything. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take some foam tack and I'm going to foam tack the hinges so that if they do rip, you know, and I've been flexing them and stuff, and they flex well. But hopefully tomorrow I'm going to start putting in. I'm going to get the motor in and the ESC, and then I'm probably going to put my receiver in it. I'm going to. Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about taping it. I might do that. I got some Blendum tape. Put it in there. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that. Yeah, Wild Bill, exactly. But I was looking at my hinges on my, you know, they're about like the hinges on the on my Sig ARF that I bought. So I'm not too worried about it. But I like the way the wing came out. It came out well. I just got to start doing the servos. Let's see. I think I got everything set so I can put this down. Put that on the carpet and reach back. Reach back and grab the fuse. I tried to set all this up so I could grab it. But man, I was really happy with the way the fuse came out. It came out well. I like the yellow. You know, I did the oh, good grief, man, what's this thing called? The birdhouse, not the birdhouse, but the what is that thing called? It's the turtle deck. The turtle deck, yeah. And I got a little guy that looks good in there. And I measured up everything, all the pieces and thicknesses for the motor mount, and went and got screws today to mount the motor. Turtle deck, yep, JVC, thank you, bud. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And I'm going to run my ESC wires in through one of these holes, and then I'm going to shoot it down below the battery tray. You know, I'll pull everything up here inside the battery tray and connect the ESC to the motor. And then I'm probably going to mount my receiver somewhere in here. You know, but so my goal tomorrow is I'm painting the cow, and I want to paint it. I'm going to paint it green and yellow. So I'm going to paint it all yellow first, and then tape it off and put some green on it. And I'm not sure what design of taping I'm going to do, but all right, Eric, get that on, then get the elevator and the elevator servo and rudder servo mounted. Then I'm going to glue the tails pieces on, and mount the wheels. I'm going to put the wheels on after I get all that stuff done. But I've already got the axles for my tires that I'm going to use. I've got some like I think 3-inch real Dave Brown light soft tires that I had for another plane, and I'm going to put them on here. Checkerboard. I thought about doing something like that, but I don't know, man. Like on a cow, you know. And if I'd have bought some thin tape, I probably might give it a go. But I went to Ace today to pick up the hardware, and I got some more painter's tape, soft. But I'm gonna get this done. I would like to have it maiden, try to maiden it maybe. I don't know how long it'll take me to get the control surfaces set and everything like that. But I only have 4 to do: the ailerons and and the elevator and the rudder. So I mean, that shouldn't take me too long. But sometimes I take a long time sometimes setting that stuff up. But I really like how it looks. It's going to look great in the air, I think. And my battery hatch is green. It goes right here. And I was going to use batteries, but this wood is so thin. If I cut out for magnets, it would go clear. The magnets are almost as thick as the, geez, that scares me. Almost as thick as the wood, so I'm not going to use magnets. I'm just going to get like a little, cut down a servo horn and put a screw in here and just, so that it can, just pivots and pops off, because it's got, there's a little catch that goes under here. Yeah, it does. That bug zapper does kind of sound like that. But yeah, it should go well. The wing fits on the fuse just fine. I put it on, put the screw in and everything, and it looks pretty true. I got my square out and stuff and used the square. It seems like it's going good. Yeah, it did. It made me jump. That's for sure. Let me see. I'm gonna put this down here in case I have to get up fast. In case a snake comes in here or something. Boom! It's out of the way. All right, so got that done. So that's good, man. It's gonna go well, and I should fly great, man. I just don't know if I'm gonna, I might put like an extra washer to angle the motor to the right a little bit for thrust, or on the right side to angle it left, or whichever way you go to do that. I mean, I know I just can't remember right now. It's kind of hot out here in the garage. It says it's 82 outside, but I don't know. And in here, I had the door open, but it's pretty noisy out there. The highway out there has got trucks and stuff, and they're hauling peanuts up and down the road, and it should, I mean, this time of year, man, when they're pulling the last of the peanuts and working on the cotton, picking the cotton pickers are out in the fields. Picking the cotton, man. It looks like snow, man. Some of the fields you drive by, and it's just so white with the sun shining on it. I've taken pictures of it before. I may do it again. But, I mean, it's just that time of year down here, man, where it's just, they're busy. Peanuts, cotton, big trailers full of peanuts. Because there's a peanut processing. Right, it's probably from my house about a mile and a half from my house. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. That's the first thing when we moved down here, man. There was cotton right across the street from our house, and like they had, they never quite pick it all. There was some on the edges, man. Went out there and pulled a few cotton off the stalks. My God, man, those cotton husks are so sharp and hard, man. People that pick cotton, man, their hands must have been tough as leather, because man, those things would cut you up like crazy, man. It's peanuts, man. It's peanuts. But so we got that going for us around here. The guy cut the field the day before I flew. No, I don't. I don't mix on. I don't mix on Bigfoot, JBC. I don't like elevator mixes because, like, if you mix in, say, whatever, I mix in this much down elevator, then you lose that amount of throw on your elevator, and I don't like that. I don't like mixes on my stall planes because I want all the elevator I can get. So I don't do mixes. I've kind of got off of mixes. I used to use mixes. I don't even have a mix on Draco, but I tell you, man, I got my flaps. I set my flaps. They're not. They don't go straight down. I kind of balance between drag and lift. Like on my landing flaps. I don't want it to be so much drag that the plane will fall out of the air, but I want enough drag so it'll slow it down. I don't know, Dave. It's if I get it done, man. I'm not putting deadlines on myself, and I'm kind of worried about my motor. I think I'm putting a 480 in it, so it should be more than enough motor to tow it. And I was tempted. My big, you see it, my XL right there, the blue and yellow foam, foam plane right there, EP foam pattern. It's a 3D plane. I was thinking I got a big old Hacker motor on it, but I think that would be too much motor. I'm gonna set it up on a Radio Master, and I hope to get it bound tomorrow and get the motor mounted, the cowl painted, and then I might install servos. I mean, it's either going to go very fast or it's going to be a pain. And I thought I was going to have to cut some in the battery board to get the servo wires, because I was thinking, like, how am I going to get the servo wires, Oh yeah, Dave, I'm gonna bring my night radiant, that's for sure. Cause I'm gonna take my trailer, just to put the planes in and just have a place in the shade if we need to, or if it rains, we can sit in there and stuff. But we're staying at a hotel. If Linda wasn't going, I'd camp, but Linda's going, so we're not camping. But time to hit the like button, spike of the likes. Got my spike the likes juice. I'm not drinking spike the likes juice tonight. I'm drinking water. David! Yeah, I don't really want to overpower it, David. I have a tendency to overpower ARFs and kits and stuff, and sometimes, like I'll put a big motor on it, and then I won't like it, and I'll take it down. But I just want enough power to get out of trouble. That's all I want. Oh, you're getting there Wednesday, huh, Dave? Yeah, we're planning on being there. I don't know. I have to look and see what we got our reservations for and stuff. Because I was kind of surprised she wanted to come, but hey, Nate, how you doing, man? But yeah, we'll see. It should be good. And then I got the part to fix the the little coupler that goes on the landing gear on the nose of the Marlin. Nice, Jeff, man. Jeff has a nice camper, man. He's got a nice camper. He's got like a big window in the front, so in the front of his trailer he's got like a, he can look left, he can look right, he can look out the center. He's got a nice trailer. All right, yeah, Nate. Yeah, the Bison, man. I bet you really make that look great flying it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I said, man. I've kind of quit. I haven't quit buying planes. I was hoping to get my Arrows 50 millimeter T-33 in time for this event, but I don't know when they're going to ship them. I pre-ordered it, but I don't know. I was hoping it'd ship. Huh. Yeah. shoot, I think Sea Mafia, man, his rig is sweet. Those of you that haven't seen his rig, man, just wait till you see it. Yeah, those slats, they must take some refinement to fly with them, because I remember during one of the live streams at Motion that, even Alpha said he didn't use the slats much at all, if at all. Because, man, I know Bigfoot, man, that thing will slow down it'll fly so slow to a stop without flaps. Like one of the comments I got from somebody, I don't know who it was, and they was like, well, how come you didn't land with flaps, And I goes, well, because I didn't need them that day, Yeah, I think so, Dave. He's going to be there. Yep, Michael's going to be there. Sea Mafia's going to be there. They said he was going to be there. Yeah, I got him on my Night Timber X, and I like how it slows down and everything, and works. But like if I were to get the Evolution, which I'm not going to get, I don't think I'd put him on there. Hey Dennis, how you doing? Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's great. Michael's great, man. That's all I can say. Sea Mafia is great. Yeah. Yeah, because they're open. Let's see, what planes? What was the first plane I had that had slats on it? I can't remember. But I think the first plane that I had slats on is the Night Timber X. Because I've had those other little things you put up the front to break up the air. Dennis, compacting planes, man. Yeah, I almost wish I'd have brought some planes up there to sell, because I sell them cheap, man. That Commander, I was thinking I love flying the Commander, but I think I'm going to get rid of it. And the Commander, what was I going to take? I don't know. I got like 3 planes I'm going to take to get rid of. I don't think I'm going to take any up to Birmingham. I'm going to save them save them and take them to Perry. But I got to call and get my table, because the club's got tables, but yeah, I don't know. I like the building where that I normally get my table in, and man, I forgot to do that today. It's just like everything just went. And then I was gonna take my car, the Durango, in tomorrow to get to. I let the dealer change the oil, because he puts 6 quarts of a synthetic in there and does the the filter and the change and everything. It's cheaper than I can buy the oil. Yeah, I think so too, Dennis. But our runway is a little rough on it, so I'm always really leery of landing. I really gotta go in, and land very careful with it. Hey, Marty, how you doing? Let's make you a live stream moderator. Being a live stream moderator, and probably $3 will get you a monster in Canada. Yeah, that's what I do, Dave. I mean, I take 3 or 4 planes to Perry, and most of the time they're gone within an hour, because I sell them so cheap. I mean, $80, $75, $100, $150. Like on something, if I take the Commander, because my Commander's like new, I'd probably, want $150 for it. But or $120. If I take my receivers out, I'll knock some off. But I bring everything up there. I bring my radio too. If someone like so I can show them the stuff works. But there's no guarantees on anything, because shoot, man, it's just like like the Grand Tundra, man. I flew it and it flew fine, and then Tug got it 20 minutes later, and one of the servos quit on it, so you never know. You just never know. I just hate it. You know, it's like when I buy a used plane at Perry, man, I kind of, you know, I'll kind of check everything carefully and maybe move a servo just to make sure the gear's not hanging up. But I hate flexing. I hate flexing those cheap metal gear servos. You know, everybody likes metal gear servos just fine, but you know, like the kind that are in the E-flite planes and stuff like that. You know, it's like if you move the control surface, or some Hobby Kings too. You know, if you move the control, you can strip it. So, in fact, I think that's how most people strip them is, you know, it's banging the control surface. That's how I do it anyway, banging it on doors and stuff. Because when we had our Tundras, man, my buddy, man, first day at the field with this Tundra, he got like in 3 flights, and we were going to fly again, and he just bumped it with his foot, just barely bumped it with his foot, and it stripped his elevator servo out on it. So that's good. Kenny Spencer, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I forgot about live streaming the Zoom last night. Yeah, we're up here, man. I'm just talking some stuff, man. Yeah, because I feel bad, man. It's like I'm going to be out of practice flying jets, man. I'm going to bring probably bring the E-flite F-16 up there, and I might bring the free wing too. You know. But I tell you, you know, I'm going to make sure I get oriented, because that's what messed me up, man, when I was at Jet Jam, is I wasn't used to, you know, coming around for the runway, and I should have came in a few times. And plus I was pulling real bad in one direction. So when I landed, it rolled off the runway, and then I was going to adjust the nose wheel, because I didn't know how easy it was to adjust it, so I was going to adjust it before I flew again. And then the rains came, you know, because I didn't even look at it during the day. It was too hot to be out there messing with it. No, Spencer, I don't want to do that, man. Yeah, and the other night, DMG shut the recording off as soon as he realized it was on. He cut the recording off, the live streams, man. Ah, cross-country flight. That's cool, Bill. Yeah, I've seen, who was it that did something like that? I can't remember if it was on Flight Test or somewhere where they're going to fly from one place to another, and then they'd land and change batteries. And he was sitting in the back of a truck flying as they were driving and stuff. You know, it's pretty funny. Yeah, I wish I could find my landing gear for my F-15. I've had 2 of them, and I didn't use the landing gear, so I got 2 sets of landing gear somewhere, and I can't find them. I've gone through every parts box that I have. Ah, that's nice, Wild Bill. That'd be fun. That doesn't bother me, man. Competition shouldn't bother you, Kenny. You're Kenny. You're Kenny, Hangar 51, man. We're 4 days away. Let's see, how are we going to do this? That's 5. So we're 4 days away from getting the shed built, man. Yeah, man, I was watching, I don't know, man. It's just like, I'm just so glad I was watching wet plane stuff, and I'm tempted, man, because I love the sound of a good 4-stroke motor, but man, I just don't want to get into that. But yeah, David, man, that OV-10, man, that was just, I was crazy, man. I figured you'd be maiden in that. At your flying field, the big flying field you go to, man. When you took that off in your backyard, I was thinking like, oh my God! And then when you came in for the landing, man, and you had to kind of steer it to the left a little bit there. I thought, holy cow, man! I was like, I was on pins and needles, man. That was something. That was awesome there. I just couldn't believe it, man. That was great. That was one of the best maidens I've ever seen right there, flying a big OV10, you know. Because I know from watching, the only person I've really watched fly one a lot is Allie, you know, and he can bring it in. He just brings it in like a dragonfly with sore feet, you know. Wow. Yeah, that's what I said, man. That was like the steel balls maidens was what it should have been called. Because I know, I fly in my front yard, my little UMX planes, some of them, you know, but man, it's like I won't fly the I flew the UMX pits out in the front, and that thing go so fast, man. It shot through the wires in the front of my house, shot through the wires, you know, and there's trees right across the street, and I got control of it, brought it back, and I thought I was over the wires and went right back through the wires again. I guarantee it, I could never fly it two times through those wires again without catching it, man, and busting the heck of it out, you know, just busting it to 1,000 different pieces, you know. I pressed the zoom on my camera so I can bring the chat in a little closer. Yeah, of course, it's going to take you a while to get used to that, managing the weight. Yeah, of course. That's why I was surprised when you did that. I was like, holy cow, man. Whew. Yeah, because I used to fly at ball fields at lunch, man. You know, like I was like a little kid's. It was like a, like little 5-6 year old T-ball type infield, you know, and I used to land on that. Then when I go down to the ball field down the street and fly, and you got to manage your speed. There's when you're coming in towards the pitcher's mound from outfield, man. You got the big fence all the way around it and trees and stuff, man. You know, like it's, you know, you got to know when to bail. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like all my buddies at the beach, man, all of them, man, they've been flying for, I don't know, they probably flew with craft radios, you know, and nitro and gas and everything, and none of them have gas planes now. Dave still has some. Hey, Gabriel, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I think that's what we get. The Morgan Fuel is here in Dothan, and they buy their fuel. They get it directly from them and stuff, and they get a pretty good price on it and stuff. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I like Crime Corp, man. Yep. I like his music and stuff. I mean, I listen to his music and everything, and he flies RC planes and stuff. He seems like a nice guy. Yeah. I mean, his music, some of it's, you know, is out there a little bit, but, you know, I mean, it's good. I like what he does. I like listening to it. Yeah, whenever I see him, he used to do little live stuff and post videos and stuff. Like I said, you know. Is IRL? Let me see. I can probably find it for you here. Crime Core, Toby. Yeah, because he comes into live streams every once in a while. Shouldn't be too far down. I've got so many because I try to sub back to everybody that subs to me. Not everybody posts videos, but I just started subbing to everybody this year. Come on. Oh, where's it at, man? Yeah, because it's funny, man. He came on. I think he came on to a live stream one time, you know, and he goes, "Yeah, this is Toby," you know, because I saw that. I was like, let's see. Uh-oh. There it is. Yeah, I got it. I got it. You bet I got it. I got it right here. There you go. There's the link to his channel. Yeah, because he hasn't posted a video. No, I'm not getting him on. He stops in every once in a while. He'll stop in and say hi and everything. There's his channel though, man. I think I watched the last video he posted, and I used to listen to his live streams and stuff. Wow. Oh, really, David? Man, I hope you get better, but is it something you can get better from? Hey, what's up? Breakfast. Here, man, let's make you blue. Make you blue. Blue and 250 will get you a get you a monster, man. Yeah, but like I got some channels I listen to, music channels and stuff like that, that I like. I wish I could put some music in my videos, from some people, but I mean you could probably do it because they're just like people that demo guitars and stuff. And they don't, but I just don't want to. I don't want to steal anybody's art, to put in there, unless it's somebody big. But yeah, let's see. Video 6S posted a crash video of a Freewing MiG-29. Man, I felt bad watching that, man. The guy that was flying it, he did a few turns before he rolled it over and crashed and stalled. But man, it looked like it had stall written from it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, right. I wish, Dave, I wish I could pay for views. No, I wouldn't want to do that, man. We're growing slow, we're growing with great people, I just we're just a guy with a dog that likes having fun and acting like a nut. Pickled! Yeah, I've gotten some of those out and flew them, though. They're back there, I was eyeing my Pawnee Brave, I almost took it out the other day to fly. Yeah, right, Dave. Those of you that I should have brought him out, man. I used Dave's the sticker app place that he got his Dave It Yourself. So I got some Jeff and Lower Alabama 2-inch stickers with a little red YouTube in the corner. Man, I should have brought one out and shown it to you guys, but not that anybody wants stickers, but so like when I start sending stuff out, I'm gonna start throwing some stickers in there. Yeah, yep. I like the Air Tractor too. It's one of my favorite planes. It's hard not to take it out every time. They're all hard not to take. That's why it's hard me, giving up taking 4. Well, I'm gonna take 3 of my babies and then one plane that I don't really care for. I have a Hedron. It can be 3S or 4S. It's a Delta wing, man. That thing's a rock. It's a blast to fly, but I got the Havoc that's fun to fly, and then the EDFs. They all fly fast like that. Yep, will do. I'm gonna bring them up there, and I'll let them give them away when people sign in and stuff. But man, I didn't know you guys were getting there early, man. I feel bad now. But there's no way Linda will want to camp. No way, Jose. But yeah, it's then let's see what else. That's about it. And then I tested, the video I posted the other day of the P51 Blondie with my battery tray. I love my battery tray. I love it, man. I just stick that battery on the Velcro. It only come off if I crash, and I don't have to mess with that battery tray on that plane. That plane was a pain in the butt to get it. A 3S would go in the battery tray pretty easy, but I fly with the 4S22, and I can just put it in there. Oh, it would be hard to say. Just some of his mixes are pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. Let's see, let me see what I got going here. Let's see. Oh, he's got one up that I hadn't listened to. So let's see. Let's just go see, man. You want to call that out? Well, heck. Let me get my headphones on here so I can hear. Let's cut over to this. Let's go out here. Let's pick one. I haven't listened to this one. Yeah, I'm just writing this in there, man. Like I said, man, he does all kinds of tunes and stuff. Some of them aren't quite mixed like that. Others they're mixed a little different. But like I said, man, Toby's got a lot of musical tools and stuff there. I got you, Dave. Yeah, I see. I like his mixes that are a little more, a little more, I don't know, old school kind of rappy, hip hoppy, moving stuff. I kind of like those and stuff. I just like what he does, man. He puts out a variety of stuff, and it's all to me it's interesting because, just from what little messing around doing videos that I've done, I couldn't imagine, man. He's got all that electronic equipment that he's, wiring together. I think it's pretty impressive, man. And he flies RC airplanes too. You don't forget that, guys. But yeah, it's all right, man. He does a good job. All right, man. We'll see you. We'll see you at Breakfast, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I was in the band too until I got to junior high when you had to be good, and then they recommended I retire from the trumpet. But yeah, the Bigfoot event up there, I'm looking forward to it, man. take the Radian up there, the Night Radian, and some of the other planes. I don't know. I get nervous flying sometimes because I don't fly in front of people anymore. I used to fly with people all the time. Never really bothered me. All I know is like there's a big difference because if I've got something out of alignment on wheels, like steering, I don't notice it on grass very much at all. If I do, I adjust for it. But you get on pavement, man, and it's a whole new ball. It'll. So luckily, I'm going to get up there and I'm going to test my planes out before I fly them. I'm not going to make the mistake I made with the Thunderbird where it wants to do a left turn. I'm just going. That just doesn't help. Hey, how you doing, Promotus, man? Good to have you here, Luke. Good to hear, man. Yeah, I thought the 5 landing. I'm glad it's over. That's all I can say. I'm just glad it's over. I was nervous the whole time. Oh, thanks to you all, it went well. I think it went great, man. It was a smashing success. It was fun. Let's see. Yeah, but yep. So, man, I miss flying my Arrows F-15. That's when I miss flying the most. But I know I'm going to have to cut the field because JB, if you watch this, man, you got to cut that. You got to cut the runway on 2, man, not 2.5. Because, man, it looked like you didn't cut in some places. Yep, I'm looking forward to Bigfoot, man. I was thinking I don't have to wait for an event to go drive up there. It's not that far, really, to drive up there. But yeah, David yourself, man. He looks kind of big, but he's like about 5'4", real skinny guy, little guy. Wearing he'll be wearing some loud socks. No, I'm just kidding. Dave's a good guy, but he's fine. He's normal. He's a good guy, man. You could ask Dave for his last whatever, and he'd give it to you. That's the kind of guy Dave is. Kenny's that way too, man. I haven't met anybody yet that I was disappointed in. It's all been good stuff. Try to feed you, man. It's like, yeah, I felt bad. Those guys like Sea Mafia and Scott and Dave Marshall and Spencer and they were cooking food, but they didn't eat till like 10 o'clock at night. Heck, I've already got my teeth flossed and ready for bed. I do that, like by 8 o'clock in case I fall asleep, so I don't have to. Because if I don't take care of my teeth, man, I get like a calcium. They can carve statues when they do my teeth. Yeah, it's just like, I felt bad about Null in the fall, man. I was thinking of going up, because it's like 5 hours from home here. I was thinking of going up there Friday and then come back either Sunday. But my God, the mud bog that it was, because I would have camped over by the 3D line. And I heard that was so, Eric Quinn said it was so muddy back there, he couldn't even get back there to it. Yeah, because I was going to stay, Friday and Saturday and get the golf cart and everything. But the monsoons, I've got monsoons. Yeah. We're planning on getting there Friday, and I might stop at the model box on the way up, just to go to that hobby shop, the model box, pick up some more. If he's got some foam tack, I could use some more foam tack. I mean, I'm not out by any means, and if Linda wasn't going, something might actually get caught in my shoelaces, but just to see what he's got, just to stop in and say hi. Seems like a nice guy. Or we might just go straight through. Yeah, Jeff, I know what that's like, man. I had to drive a long ways to a jet jam. Yeah, exactly, Dave. Exactly. I miss my hobby store in town not having planes, man. Because what I would do is like go in there with my allowance, and maybe put $100 down on a plane, and then come back next week out of next week's allowance, maybe pay off the rest of it and pick the plane up. Then it wasn't on the card, and then heck, if I got rid of the box, she would never notice it. I mean, not that she cares, but she's where are you going to put it? That's Linda's line, man. Where are you going to put it? And like right now, man, I got my planes. They're all set to where I don't have to move. I only have to move one plane, and that's my little E-Flight F-15, where I have it sitting on my Cessna 170 and my Sig Cadet fuse. I have it sitting on top of those two fuses. So other than that, man, I can just grab whatever plane I want to fly and go. Well, I've gone 20. So Atlanta is like either it's going to be stopped and backed up or it's not, man. That's the way Atlanta's always been for me. The times that I've gone up there, like when I went up to get the trailer, we travel through it when it's either good or it's not bad. It's it's backed up or it's not. Because they get in wrecks. They do stupid stuff, man. They go, they'll go 80 miles an hour, throughout, the city there on the highways to go around the city and stuff. 80 or more, and they're crossing lanes and stuff like that. And I'm used to big city driving, man. Yeah, but it's just like, what I use to travel, it always tells you where the wrecks are, but there's always wrecks. There's always wrecks in front of you. It's always wanting you to detour, but usually by the time you get to the wreck, it's gone or it's opened up. And there's no really, Yeah, I get that too, Dave. It tells us where, but I don't usually speed too much anymore. I don't speed any less, but I don't speed any more. No, I go with the flow. I'm a flow goer. I'll go with the flow. Hey, John. Yeah, because I figure, like when I was driving the Jet Jam, man, it's not like a race. It's, it's a marathon, so. Yeah, and I hate everywhere we go because the Eastern time zone is just, I could probably, hey, Matt, how you doing? John, I could probably put a battery in a plane and fly my plane into the Eastern time zone from my house. I mean, it's further than that, but it's close anytime you go anywhere. Yeah, Alabama's, no. Was it 65? That highway that goes through Birmingham and Montgomery, man, that thing is 65. Yeah, it's 65. They drive like crazy there. Yeah. Yeah, if my trailer, I can tow my trailer like at 70, in the 70s there. It tows it fine. Except for I got to take it out of econ mode. So like at 70, I'm getting about 17 miles to the gallon. Which is what I'm getting, I mean, if I had a truck, it'd be the same thing, man, because the way they've got the computers in these cars nowadays and stuff like that, I mean, because like I think mine's an 8-speed, so normally like on the highway I'm in eighth gear usually, but when I'm driving, when I'm pulling a trailer, it drops down. Sometimes it'll be in the 20s, but Like at 70, it gets a little less mileage, especially on a hill or something like that. It doesn't weigh much, It doesn't weigh much more than probably. I don't think it might weigh 1,400 pounds, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree, Dave, man. But Spike of the likes. I wish I had put some bourbon in here instead of water, but good luck getting your girlfriend back, Jesus, man. That's all I can say, buddy. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're like one time going down to the beach, man. It was a beautiful day. Man, I pulled out on my little side road that I cut down to 167 that turns into 79 that I take all the way to PCB. And I wasn't paying attention, man. I was doing I was probably doing 65 easy or more than that to 55. And he pulled me over, man. And I just told him that. I said, man, I'm sorry. I just such a nice day in the open road. And he let me go. Gave me a warning. He actually gave me a warning. He wrote out a warning. And, so, and their warnings they're alive on the computer. I think it's 30 days, he said. He said that warning will be in there for 30 days. So if you speed and get caught within the 30 days, they're going to throw the book at you. Get out of RC. Yeah. I was trying to come up with like a commercial or something like that, for women, you're worried about your husband's out playing golf with his buddies or fishing with their, bass boat and going fishing all day and with his buddies and where they stop after they're fishing or golfing or stuff. It's like, you're worried about them meeting people or maybe doing something, and I said, man, just get them into RC, fly in RC planes. All the people at the fields are geeks and stuff like that. There won't be a woman within 100 miles of an RC field for the most part. There's some women that fly and stuff, and I wish there were more, but it's just, it's just like, nothing turns somebody on as a plane. I show Linda these parts and stuff that I'm doing. I feel pretty good about it. She's like, oh, that looks like a wing. Yeah, that looks like an airplane. But she comes out. She'll come out and read a book, if she goes out. It's getting harder to get her out there. Yeah, you don't want to tell them that, man. It's like, oh, I fly RC airplanes, You fly toy planes? Because there used to be like a group of, maybe 5 to 7 women that would walk around one of the parks out in Panama where we flew and stuff. And they, we'd meet up with them sometimes at the cars when we're packing up, or they'd stop, they'd chat to us, because we're standing there by the walkway is where we had our camps for our flying, about, yeah, you men and your toys out there playing with your toy planes and stuff, Panama City Beach. Yeah, I was stationed in Panama a while back. Yep, spent two years there. Yep, Fort Clayton. I was all over Central South America, but that's another story. But yeah, so it was funny, Yeah, we used to go there, but I never went on any of the trips to Puerto Rico. Yep. I would like to have, I'd like to see the fluorescent, I don't know, I forget what bay it is. They were telling me about that. It was pretty cool. Yeah. But, wow. It's nice, Ramos, man. Gabriel, that's nice. I got buddies that, that are from there and stuff, and they tell me how beautiful it is and everything. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's like, if you want to be like, George Costanza. Yeah, I fly airplanes. Yeah, I'm a pilot. Yeah, I got one of those AL-37s in the hangar. Yeah, fly that. F-16 pilot, F-15 pilot, F-18 pilot. Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of pilots and stuff, man, Kyler went for a ride. You got to check his video out, man. KBRC he got a ride in one of those speedy planes, man. What's the name of that guy that designed those planes? And a little canard wing in the front and stuff. That thing just looks like it shouldn't fly, man. He got to go up for a flight in that. One of his dad's friends flies one, and I just looked at he's looking around and stuff, man. Little narrow plane and stuff. That was pretty cool, man. You gotta check that out. KBRC. Check out the flight of his. In fact, let me grab while we're here. Let me go back out here. Let me go here. KB, where are you at, man? You should be up towards the top of the heap here. KBRC. Oh man, he just did some other stuff. Let me kill this, and I'll go back and watch it. Yeah, man, you guys got to check this out, man. Just open it up in a tab and check it later. That's pretty cool, man. KB, he gets to do some cool stuff, man. That's good, man. Young man. That's the kind of people like KB, Nate, and was it Josh and those guys, man. It's just like they. That's good. I like seeing young people that fly RC airplanes. That's great. Because man, to me, that's a good deal. I remember the first time I saw somebody fly an RC plane. Man, it had to have been, like before the second grade, because in the second grade we moved, and it was before I moved, so it had been like second grade, man. We were flying kites. That's what we used to love to do in the spring, man. And it's all summer long, fly kites. We were at a high school flying kites, and there was a guy with an RC airplane. And this had to have been, like in the, probably, good grief, in the 60s. He was there with one. Yeah, because I just remember, like when I was in high school, there weren't that many women that played golf. I remember my brother had a girlfriend that played golf. Well, yeah, he ended up with her, but yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, never mind. But yeah, she was good at golf. Yeah, of course, Primotus, man. We all crashed when we first learned, man. Because when you first, like me, I didn't go on RC groups or anything like that to figure out the best plane, But I started flying a Radian. I got to where I could fly a Radian. Then I wanted to fly a plane that I could take off the ground and fly on. I had a hard time. Not a hard time, but I picked the wrong planes, man. I bought a cheap Cessna. I think it's the same Cessna that's not the same one that FMS sells, but it was just terrible, man. It had the ailerons. They had one servo for the ailerons. It had a coupler with the control rods in the center here, and that coupler didn't hold them tight. So it's like when you move the ailerons, they would slide. you would get crazy stuff from it. Good grief, man. And they had the cheapest landing gear and stuff. I ended up making landing gear out of a coat hanger on it and fly it that way. Oh yeah, Linda likes it. She thinks it's fine. Other than planes everywhere, And she's got these clear covers she gets for the kitchen table, and we needed another one because Tuco spilled glue on the current one that we have. I was like, I try not to spill glue. Ugh. Yeah, UMX timber's pretty tough, man. I've bounced mine off of the cars out front here, off the house. I thought I lost it one day, man. a gust of wind caught it and blew it in the backyard, and it went below the roof, and I'm in the front yard. So I went running over to the side of the yard, man, and I caught it again, and I got it, and I flew it back out to the front. I thought, oh my God. And I've flown my UMX planes into the hauler, I don't know, probably 3 different times with different planes. Because I used to fly at lunch, and I'd sit back there, and then I'd bring it in close to land, kind of land, you know, I like landing in front of my feet. And I was bringing it in towards me, and a gust of wind hit it, and it went, whoo, whoo. And we do stupid stuff, man. That's what gets me into trouble, is like stupid. Or I get lazy. I found out I was kind of leaning. I noticed when I was flying the Arrows Viper that I'd gotten it because it's bank and yank with the elevator, you know, and it's just like, you know, I mean, I just hit the ailerons and then it's all elevator for the turn from there on. And I found myself pulling down, you know, so it was like putting, you know, when the plane's like this, putting a left turn on it, which takes it down. I found out I was doing that because I was trying to figure out why my planes were diving, so I was playing with it, and found out I was starting to get lazy on the elevator, leaning a little more into the aileron, you know. So, you know, I kind of worked on that for the rest of the day flying that. Hey Dave, I used, you know, like on the E-Flight F-16, that little top piece above the rudder that always breaks. Shoot, man, I put foam tack on it, paper tape, and then foam tacked over the paper tape. Man, that thing, I don't think it's going to break again. You know, I think I could use that to poke holes in the, you know, like if we had cans, you need to poke holes in, it would work. Yeah, I was going to bring my Night Timber X too, Kenny. But I don't know if I'm going to fly it at night. I don't know. Because I've flown my Pawnee Brave in the dark, and I had trouble landing it. And, you know, of course, it was pitch black. I didn't have any ambient light. I thought for sure it was going to, you know, but I just had, you know, I'd probably do it better now, but. So that's, you know, like I said, I'm looking forward to going up there. You know, and if you go out, you know, I went out on the, yeah, I don't use it with hot glue though. I use it with foam tack, man. It works great. It's just like putting a piece of fiberglass on something with foam tack too. I like foam tack. I just like, I mean, I'm a hot glue. I've got so many sticks of hot glue I've put in planes and stuff, and I buy the industrial hot glue, you know, not the El Cheapo stuff, but the stuff that you could use to put wood together and stuff. And it doesn't seem to melt. It takes a higher temperature to set it and stuff, but yeah, that paper tape is great. I just could never find it, Dave. And then my nieces, hey Kate, Steph, if you're watching, Marcia, they got me some from Walgreens, man, and I'm using that roll. Works well. Yeah, you just got to bring it in. You got to bring it in right, Dave. It'll tip stall on you though. The night Radian's got a little more weight than the old Radian. You know, so if you're going to do slow turns, I would go ahead and use a little throttle in it. Yeah, the Gorilla Glue sticks. I picked up some of those JCB. I'm using those, and then I'm using my Arrows construction grade glue sticks. I bought the long ones. I've got those. Yeah, when I made my Night Timber, I did it in the dawn, pre-dawn dusk. And I just about lost it when I had it in safe. I hate safe. God, I hate flying in safe. I just hate it because you can't. It takes so long to turn. But you know what we found out on one of the live streams when they were talking about safe was that it cuts the throws by a percentage. So if you're already flying, like say on your ailerons is 65%, and your rudder, say rudder is at an elevator, everything's at 65. When you throw on safe, safe takes away whatever the gains are in safe, takes that off of your 65% throws. That's why it can take so long to turn, on a plane. But if you have it, whatever, if you're going to fly in safe, leave your rates at 100% and then fly in safe at 100%, and you can turn tighter circles. It's like when I give guys the Aero Scout to fly, I put it on 100%, and I before they fly, I don't have a flight simulator, so I try to tell them they got to move. When you go through the turns, you're going to move the right stick, which the aileron's a little bit, and then the rudder all the way, and it'll go around. I just have them use rudder in the turns, and they pick up on it quick. I mean, I've never had anybody yet that couldn't do well. And I don't have a buddy box. It's just I just if they get in trouble, I just tell them to let go of the sticks and relax and slow it down or speed it up, and bring it down, because it has a tendency in safe it'll climb. So I just kind of talk through with them, and sit there and coach them and shoot. I've got them. Usually by the time the battery's over, I got them landing and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hate safe. I don't use it. I've got it on just a few planes, and I'll hit it by mistake every once in a while. But if it's there, I got it. But I'll be on the sticks till it goes into the ground, and then I'll flip on safe after the first bounce, so the safe will work on the second bounce. Hey, you got to be positive. Good luck with that, Jesus. Oh yeah, that's like when I fly Bigfoot, man. I don't. The only rudder I use, or ailerons I use, is opposite ailerons in the turn. Because if you don't use a rudder on Bigfoot, man, when you go in that turn, you're going to be doing a knife edge turn. Even with the mix, they've got a little bit mixed in, on the binding flies. But man, I love the way that thing turns just using the rudder and a little opposite aileron. Well, Wayne, how you doing, buddy? Wayne flies a lot of cool stuff too, man. All right, I tell you what we're going to do since I'm out here in the hangar tonight. We're gonna shut her down because I gotta carry my plane in. I've got my computer and all the wires, and I've got my big 32-inch here that I got to monitor. I got to carry in and stuff. I just wanted to come out here tonight so I can be loud, so I can be noisy. Oh heck yeah, Bigfoot! Shoot, man, I've taken off of grass that's almost up to the top of the fuse. Whacking grass, and I'll stomp the grass down and take off, man. I love Bigfoot. It's one of my favorite planes to fly. It could use more. Like I like it. The Tundra's got more power. I was going to put a Tundra motor on Bigfoot, but I've just learned to fly with it, fly within the boundaries of what it can do. And my batteries are all pretty strong because I take I charge them before I go fly. I put them on the ISDT and balance them, storage them, and if I ran it low, I'll put it on the charger to balance, and I'll put a little more in there to get it storage. So you just got to take care of it. Yeah, man, those Tundra, the spongy Tundra tires, man, are light. They're great. I love them. I just love them, man. I just love them for Bigfoot. And I bought another set. I was almost thinking of putting those on my EP20 4-star, but I don't really want something that big on it. And the wheels I've got are pretty big, but they're light too, because I'm worried about weight. I don't want. I'm trying to keep everything as light as possible. That's why I can't believe I used those big ass servos they recommended. Those are going to be the heaviest things on the plane. But all right, guys, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. If you want shirts, they're in the description. the link. You know, I got PayPal there, but I don't encourage anybody. I mean, if you PayPal, I'll use it in the channel. And if I've mailed out a prize to you or something like that, I've got your address. I might go ahead and throw some stickers in an envelope and send it out to you. Wow, Jesus, I've probably got 30 some planes. I'm guessing close to 30, give or take. And you know, I would have more, but you know, I've got everything stored. I can't put any more racks in the house. I can't. Linda will not let me hang another rack in the house. I have 2 in the bedroom. But thanks everybody for stopping by. Make sure you go to Kenny's for the bus show. I don't think he got his trophy yet, but he should be getting it any day now. And we got that going for us. Check out David yourselves, building a kit. Check out KB's Flight. Wayne's RC puts out some great flight stuff there. Randy too. Just about everybody in here puts out videos and everything. Dennis, thank you, sir. Hope your sons and everybody, all your family's doing well, sir. And I appreciate it, guys. So this, you know, like I said, man, this is Jeff. I'm in the hangar. Tuco's inside, man. He's bummed because we didn't go anywhere today, and I didn't take him to the hardware store because when I'm going, I mean, I had to go through a lot of parts bins to find what I needed. But thanks for coming by. Yes, I'm gonna bring my. I got a sale. I got that Bat Hobby King sale car. I'm gonna bring that. Is probably what I'm gonna bring. And I just got like a cheap truggy, you know, but it's not a good basher or anything like that. Richard, sir, thanks for staying up, buddy. Have sweet dreams. This is Jeff in the Hangar, man, saying thank you. You know, thank you for subbing and becoming part of Team Let's Go Flying. You make it all great, and I appreciate it. This is Jeff saying,